ADOS family, the Democrats are panicking. The reason why they're panicking is because they know that they're losing their grip on the black vote. They never had to work this hard to get black people to go vote. They would use their usual bootlicks, their black feminists or their Al Sharptons to go out there to get you to vote for nothing. But it's a new day. It's a new generation. And we are tired of voting these candidates in, and then we see illegal immigrants get things. We're sick of seeing gays get things. We're sick of seeing all these other groups get something from the Democrats, but the people that built the country, the people that make it possible for these people to get in office, we never get anything in return. So that's why we're apathetic, and that's why the Democrats are trying so hard to gauge whether or not we're going to vote for them. And the answer is no, we're not going to vote for them. What has Joe Biden offered us? What has the Democrats offered us, ADOS? They haven't offered us anything. But they say, oh, we got to get Trump out. No, Trump's not our problem. Trump's your problem. That's not our responsibility to get him out of office. Go talk to all of them white women that voted for Trump. They're the ones that put him in office, so they should be responsible for getting him out of office. Trump's not our problem. Our problem is that we need policy solutions for our community. And if the Democrats don't come to the table, hey, Trump's going to win again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a clip of MSNBC interviewing some sisters, and they flat out tell you, we ain't feeling Biden. And I applaud these sisters. So I'm going to go ahead and cue this up, and I'll be back with brief commentary.
Let's head down south to Battle, Georgia, where we saw long voting lines like these earlier this week. Nearly 1.7 million votes have already been cast in Georgia. That is more than 40% of the total votes counted in 2016. But that doesn't mean everyone has made their mind up. NBC's Chris Chansing spoke to 3 black women in Atlanta who say they are still undecided. She joins us now from there. Joe, Chris, every week I give you you come with the impossible. You find the 4-leaf clovers, the unicorns, the Yetis, people who are still actually saying they don't know who they're voting for. It's amazing that you still find them.
Actually, you would be surprised at how many people still tell us that they're undecided. In the case of these women, 3 black women in their 30s, they've been asked the question. I asked it. Why are you still undecided? Boy, did I get an earful. Let's start with, they want Joe Biden to apologize for the crime bill. They want Kamala Harris to apologize for what are some of her decisions that they don't like while she was a prosecutor. And bottom line, they are tired of what they see as black women's votes being taken for granted by the Democratic Party. Take a listen.
It's like a bad relationship.
Yes.
When you keep telling your boyfriend, hey, you know, I like flowers on Fridays. And he said, I'll buy you flowers on Fridays.
Yeah. No
and every Friday, there's no flowers.
What flowers do you need delivered to you at the debate?
I don't want to hear if this or if that or after the election.
You need to discuss the wealth gap. We need to discuss why we are discriminated when we go to buy a home. Why are we getting these higher mortgage rates?
Me not voting for Biden is not a vote for Trump. It's me saying, hey, Biden, I want you to do more.
We're all going to watch the debate together. What are you looking for?
When Trump is hammering you, don't try to play it cool because you're not cool.
You want to see him more aggressive tomorrow.
You have to be.
It's a debate. He had facts that he could have thrown out there when Trump said that it was nothing happening at the
Were you
at the
talking on
rallies.
television?
Oh, everyone was.
I was yelling at
And what I was going up to the screen like, bruh.
What are you doing?
Because when he said something about when he said nobody has been affected from any of the rallies, I'm like, I know Herman Cain is looking over like, oh, really?
You need to speak because you're going up against Trump. Trump is going to talk all over you,
And
whether his facts are wrong or right.
You think he's going to talk over the mute button?
Of course he is.
You can see his mouth still moving.
Donald Trump should be glad he's not debating any of these 3 women. Look, bottom line is all 3 could have their minds changed by tonight, and here's why it matters in a state like Georgia. Donald Trump here won by 5 percentage points 4 years ago. It is now a dead heat. Both sides need all of those undecided voters that they can get. And look, I've talked to a lot of Democratic leaders in urban areas all around America, and there is concern about what they see as an enthusiasm gap. They're concerned exactly what you're seeing with these 3 women. Yeah, a lot of black voters can't stand Donald Trump, but that's not reason enough for them to get to the polls, Stephanie.
Do you have any indication if they're going to vote or they're going to stay home? And we understand how they feel big picture, but they got 12 days to go. Think they're going to step up and vote?
Look, they're all in some way or another involved in community activities, right? So they're kind of politically active. They're very aware. One of the things they told me, by the way, is there are a lot more people like them than the Democrats would like to believe. But having said that, they're going to go vote. The question is, will they vote for president? They talked about the Senate races. They talked about some of the ballot issues down line. They talked some of the down ballot candidacies. All those matter to them, and they are going to vote. The question is, will they leave it blank? Will they write in Stephanie Ruhle or Chris Jansing or Ice Cube, who has a contract for Black America, that they think is really great? The question is, will they vote for president? Both sides needs those votes. Donald Trump's not going to get them. The question is, will Joe Biden?
ADOS family. First of all, I want to say this. You don't owe the Democrats nothing. If they're not going to offer you anything, if they're not going to tell you what they're going to do for you, don't vote for them. The black community, the black vote is up for sale, and it will be sold to the highest bidder. If Trump offers me something, my vote's going to Trump. If Joe Biden offers me something, which he has not, then I'll vote for Joe Biden. No, politics is an exchange. Your vote is political currency. I'm only going to give my political currency to a candidate that's going to tell me prior to the election what they're going to do. The emphasis is on policy. Now, I applaud these sisters because they're not the usual bed wenches that MSNBC puts on there, like the black feminists or the black immigrants. They weren't bed wenching. They were telling you that they're not feeling Biden because the Democrats have taken the black vote for granted. And that's what they've always done. So the way to punish the Democrats for that neglect is by not voting for them. Is either staying home, is either voting Republican, or is either voting down ballot. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't owe the Democrats nothing. And don't let these people shame you into voting, saying your ancestors died for you to vote Democrat. Your ancestors didn't die for that. They died for your right to vote. And you also have the right to hold your vote too. So again, I applaud these sisters. I'm glad that they expressed that. But we need policy. Okay, we need reparations. And this interview was highly edited, so I don't know if they brought those propositions up, if they brought up reparations, if they brought up policy. I don't know, because you know how MSNBC is. They'll edit that stuff out. But we need reparations. That's the solution. We need policy agendas. We need legislative agendas, because we voted Obama in. Overwhelmingly, the black community showed up for him, but he didn't show up for you. He ignored you. He neglected you. He used you. He pimped you for your vote and did nothing for you. So that's why the black community is so apathetic, because we're sick of being the mules for the party. We're sick of putting you in office. Meanwhile, gays get something. Illegal immigrants get leapfrogged over the people that built the country, and we're tired of it. So I'm not surprised if Donald Trump wins the election. Joe Biden doesn't have this in the bag. I don't believe those polls, because if the black community does not show up for Joe Biden, you're not going to win the White House. So Democrats, you got 12 days left. Is either come to the table, give us our demands, or you're not winning the White House. And that's plain and goddamn simple. But that's all I got to say. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment. I am interested to hear what you think about this subject. But I appreciate all the support. And as always, thank you for allowing me to share my views. Have a great day.